XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video, we mentioned from now we're looking for the reversal. If we get any trade set up for buy, we will take the trade. And we have been looking for this correction. As anyway, the price dropped quite a lot, but it couldn't retest the previous low. That's why still we could consider this one as a correction relative to this. And this is what we get because we mentioned how we can look for trade. If anyone put the entry above the stop, I think right now, if they want to keep the trade, they need to be quite careful. At least keep their stop loss somewhere below this. And what I suggest is to take out the trade. And there was the best way to look for trade was if you refer to the 15-minute. As we can see, the price dropped quite a lot in relative to this move. The best way to look for trade to put our entry above here. Because if you move to 5-minute chart, this is because I mentioned the May we need to take the trade based on lower time frame. Okay, because if we move to 55-minute, when we see this small flag here, that's why we could put our entry above here. I think whoever get the trade from this move, they can move their stop loss to break even. But if anyone get the trade from the top, because explain how we can look for trade, I think the best thing is if they can move their stop loss to break even, but mostly they should take out the trade. They are not going to, we are not going to keep the trade without the stop loss. Okay, the reason is if we put our fib here based on the short-term trade, almost the price tag 27%, and if there is a continuation, the 61% is somewhere around 65 cents. Okay, it depends where they get the trade. They should start to manage, and this is a short-term trade. The reason is we can expect the price to drop. Okay, all right, that's why we should start to manage the trades. And the reason is we want to, I mean, we take the trade, we mentioned we're looking for the reversal. Because we mentioned if this is the start of the reversal, we can get the really good trade in terms of the risk and reward. But right now, the Wiz move is quite corrective. And even right now, if we get any flag or correction here, we can look for the next trade. Okay, but if we get any trade from here, we should start to manage in case the price drop or tends to a deeper correction. That's mean from now, if we get any opportunity for buy, we'll take it. But if it's not moving our direction as a sharp move, or we cannot at least move our stop loss to the break even, we are not going to keep the trade. The reason is made this, as we mentioned, we're looking for the reversal. But if this is not the start of the reversal, at least we are not, I mean, we can, any trade we took it, we can start to manage it. And if it's not moving our direction, we take out the trade, we look for the next opportunity. Okay, because if we move to daily chart, we mentioned we want to see whether we can get the reversal, and if we get the reversal in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us a really good trade. But as we can see based on 1 hour, we took the trade, but it's not moving really fast. And if we move to 4 hour chart, if we get any correction, it can give us better confirmation for continuation. But how to look for the trade? Again, as I mentioned, whoever get the trade, at least either from based on lower time frame from this part, as I explained, or having entry above the top. If they can move the stop loss to break even, if not, take out the trade. And right now we're looking at this part. We want to see whether we can look for another trade based on either 1 hour or 15-minute. Okay, and again, if again we get any trade from here as a sharp move flag, if we, the only way is to put our entry above the top. But if we get the trade and we see it's not moving in our direction, we are not going to keep for more than 2 hours. What we want to see the sharp move break and continue. All right, and the trader is supposed to know how risky is that, because simply the price can tag and drop. But as I mentioned, the reason is we want to get the trade because we're looking for the reversal. If the price reverse in terms of the risk and reward, as I explained in my last analysis, it can give us a really good trade. And right now we don't have any trade set up. We need to wait another a few hours. If this one turns to a flag, we can look for the next trade. And whoever get the trade, as I explained, they start to manage it or take out the trade in the small profit. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.